Hello, everyone.
Oh,
Welcome to Short Rest. Oh boy, for the hotel report, the finale of it. We made it out alive. Some of us barely.
It's at 1 HP.
Some of us with 1
At
HP.
4.
I was fully expecting one of us to die. Not gonna lie. We were
I
rolling
thought
so
I was going
fast.
down.
Yeah.
I thought I was going down because you were like, "Oh, it's gonna attack Finn," and I was like, and then you're like, "No, just kidding, it's attacking Val."
So-
and I was like, "Okay, good."
I was going into
It makes
order.
sense that it was gonna attack me, though.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why it switched because it was one of those things where originally I had 3 of you assigned because we had Val already kind of in a controlled position, and I was like, oh wait, now instead of just 3 of you, it has a range of all 4. So I had to readjust my numbers, and I was like, so you skirted by 1.
Yep.
It's okay.
So thank you for taking that for the team. Otherwise, I would have been unconscious.
We saw some
That was a hardy
creative
girl.
uses of abilities. I think that's really fun to see sort of how all that goes. Some creative, like asking. Now we sort of have like a buffer when it comes to electronics for Cherry House. We're like, ask it if it's haunted.
That was so funny.
There are 2 aspects of the game that obviously due to sort of this being a one-shot, and this is not a continuous experience, something that we were unable to fully engage with is downtime and complications. Once again, very much taken and kind of inspired by or just full-on mechanics of Blades in the Dark for anyone who's ever played it. If you did not take your phone, if you just left it onto the roof and never got told to take it, everyone here would only have 1 downtime action. If you leave evidence, equipment, or witnesses behind, you only get 1 downtime action, unless one of the agents sacrifices that 1 downtime action to do a cover-up, and they would have gone back to the scene to cover up, and that essentially that means that 1 agent is kind of screwed. They get 0 downtime actions, which can be used to heal. It can be used to recover stress. It can be used to gain like temporary temporary bonuses to the next mission. So yeah, good thing you did it, because if you guys got to a downtime, you guys could have healed. You could have healed by 3 points each downtime action spent. It is a game of resources. Damage that you took in 1 mission will follow you to the next if you do not get it taken care of. Same thing with stress. Stress is also a thing that either use your AT tokens and just fail a bunch and take, it's a balancing act. You're not meant to do this line of work forever.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Also, because you guys completed a mission, you technically would have leveled up.
All right.
So yeah, it's kind of a game of like, depending on how many missions you want to run per level up, it could be like 12 session or a 12 mission structure, 24 or 36.
Yeah.
However you want to do it. Another thing that we were unable to sort of tap into is complications, meaning that each of you would have gone through a complication. I definitely would have built something for Hobbs with the HR. There would have been a moment for you to succeed or fail at a check and get a boon or a complication. We could have had something with the rest of our party. We'd had more look into Killer the kitten. So there would have been a lot of opportunities to sort of have all the almost like a standardized TTRPG roleplay moment where like we progress a story.
Yeah.
That would have been done through the complications. But yeah, hopefully you guys have fun with Amalgamation. It definitely there's some things that need to be polished. I recognize that.
No, this is like a very good like baseline here and everything. So yeah, no, I really do love like the flexibility, creativity, freedom that the powers provide and everything, and like having like that discussion, negotiation with the DM, with like where it lands for like what you're doing with your powers and stuff and everything. it's very encouraging you to like do these things and to like expand your thoughts of like what your powers can do and everything. So yeah.
It's one of those games where, like, let's say you spent a bunch of stress in one mission, and you're like, well, I want to recover that stress, and you were able to spend your downtime to heal, and you're like, I got 0 stress, and I don't want to advance my retirement clock. This game is a game of resource management, so you can literally spend the entire next session or next mission without spending a single stress if you wanted to. And then you can start to recover that way. But yeah, it very much is a game of resource management for a long-term play. But this was great. We to a bit of a recap for those who coming into this who don't want to watch the entire 2.5 hours. We had Cherry House run away successfully from our what did we call it, Amber? What did you call it? Frequency monster?
Yeah, that's what I called it. I need a better name than.
It's gonna be. I mean, whatever you guys call it, that's what's gonna be labeled.
That's
You get to
I
label
liked
the monsters.
The sound wave idea was interesting.
Yeah.
I liked the frequency too.
So
We could just call it the frequency.
the
Oh,
frequency.
that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
A little scarier.
Very much.
We had a Cherry House escape that. You guys currently getting a view of what it is. Bit of a complication with the sheriff. Now he's tagging along, which was luckily it didn't cause too much complications. The only complication was that he was going to be there. He did have to sign the NDA. Good thing that happened.
Does that count? Like, what if we were to do downtime and he signed the NDA? That doesn't count as like we have to do a cover up, does it? Because
No.
he signed it.
So there was 2 problems here. Is that he was obviously sitting in for like he saw you guys do something that doesn't seem by the books, and you guys were then a curiosity and a threat. Because you had him sign the NDA, he's taken care of. You don't have to worry about him for the cover up. He cannot talk.
I was sweating though, because I was like, if something else goes wrong, like we're screwed.
Yeah.
Like we don't
if you found
anymore.
a second witness, that when there would be no more NDAs. You don't have any more.
Yep.
Well, the frequency kept killing them all, so it was just like, well, you know, got taken care of for
I'm
us.
not to jump ahead, but I am so glad that Hobbs used his ability when he did because then we got the chance to get the other witnesses out.
That was kind of the other reason why I wanted to do that and everything, just to be kind of like, I kind of like goofed by doing kind of like a very drastic fear-based choice that a character would do, and I was like, oh, this is bad. This is so bad. What the hell am I gonna do? And then I was like, oh wait, if I could use like time thing to like get forward, does that mean, oh, then I can get like the sheriff like out of the way, and then we can like get our shit before he gets there. Oh, good. But I had to like just text him and be like, hey, I lied. It was actually NDA. I don't want you to like actually tell anybody what happened otherwise, because like if it was like since we said it was a release and everything, that would also probably bite us in the ass and everything.
Yeah.
So like that last okay, bye.
Well, one thing that because there was a background story that was happening.
I was trying to. Okay, so what was it? Was it like some guy doing, like? Because my thought process was like, Fred hooking up from like the shock jock everything. Maybe he like shock jock somebody at like the school or something.
So
or,
I
like,
wrote down. I wrote down an underlined story that was happening, and then obviously it was up to you guys to explore that and piece together things if you wish to do so. The way that the story originated was that this creature that I dubbed the frequency shifter, which
We were close.
the frequency, that's when you were like the frequency monster. I was like looking at my notes,
Nah.
but the frequency shifter I labeled as, but obviously renamed to you whatever you guys decide, was classified as a biospec being. It was a moderate threat level creature. Meaning that it rolled with D12s. It's sort of the DC that it set was always a D12, and it had an HP of 16.
Okay.
Nice.
Whoa.
It was. It says here, the entity, its force manifestation. The entity is an invisible creature, cannot be targeted unless an agent is within 10 feet of a radio receiver, such as a bureau-issued short-range radio or smartphone. Violent reaction. It does have a mimicry. It can utilize the frequency to mimic the sound that it hears through the radio. In terms of the story that it had, is that essentially there would be another shadow agency that installed those PA systems into the school. And so what we would have seen, like an end credit scene, is that as you guys are currently going during a debrief with your higher up, our vision would have went back to the still springs, into the school, into the the gymnasium, and saw that there was like a company name on the PA systems, and it would have sort of turned to black there, like there was something concerning there. So that was something that was not investigated. Something brought it here. Something had it manifested. So it basically was jumping from speaker to speaker to speaker until it found the biggest place to project itself, which was the radio station, in which then it grabbed, killed Fred Origin, the shock jockey, and then was like, what's the other collection of biggest radios? And then went over there as well. And the only thing it had to communicate, essentially, is the last known communication that the shock jockey had, which was crank calling.
Interesting.
That's why I was echoing, because like it was learning something new after like mimicking and everything. Okay.
It does have the mimicry ability that obviously Cherry House experienced. Like it's why if I'm gonna go back and add some vocal things to it, but when I was talking as Dorothy to Cherry House in that moment, she was talking a little slower.
That's so cool.
Okay.
Yep. So
We're all gonna be like, you're never allowed to call us on a phone, radio. You're send us text, and
Yeah,
we can.
paranoid forever now.
she's gonna be like, well, how often are you gonna run into that? I think one of the briefing is gonna be like, well, are we ever gonna be able to test our equipment? And be like, sometimes you just blind faith is sometimes there for a reason. If you can't do your job, like maybe we should talk about retirement.
Yep. Speaking of retirement, because like, if I remember correctly, retirement is just go to the spa where we're gonna like get.
Oh, retirement can mean a lot of things. It could be going to the spa. Also, the spa is also used for those who cause too much of a problem. There have been moments in this agency where people try to go like public, and they're like, before you do so, why don't you relax a bit, think it over before you start blackmailing us, and we'll have a discussion afterwards. And they go to the spa and they forget about it.
I don't like this.
Interesting that they would be that trusting. I'd be like,
Yeah.
Sometimes you can catch more flies with honey than with vinegar.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good.
But yeah, I think so we said this off camera, but there needs to be some sort of established, or at least some flexible ruling when it comes to the use of the containment pylons. I think beyond that, I think I would like to be a little bit more detailed, or maybe limits, because 10 minutes, freezing time for 10 minutes, that's insane. I went with it because it's a cool story moment. The whole point is you guys are not superheroes. You guys are people with greater than average abilities.
Yeah.
So that's.
I feel like that made
story
sense
was
though
great.
for his amount of stress that he spent, like to overtax it and
Yeah.
then do it would make
And
sense.
then, yeah, and then also like there was repercussions still.
Yeah.
So
I think we have two agents here who are one
Bruh.
blip away from retire, like one blip closer to retirement.
Yep.
yes.
Yep.
Well, at least no one died.
This time.
I was also, I also admitted this prior, is that this, because of it's a one shot, I did go harder. I mean, we began the story with one stress already spent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I was hitting, like, for a first for a first mission character or first mission thing, I would have never hit you with a moderate, entity. It would have been like a minor entity. We would have gotten you sort of slowly introduced. But it's a one shot. We got to make use of those abilities, and we got to puncture through you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, any final thoughts before we call it a short rest?
Thank you for running this game.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us, everyone. See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.